I'm pretty sure it does. I know it works for, headaches and things like that. But there's all kind of stuff in this software, but
yeah, there's just some electromagnetic components to it, or there's supposed to be. Like I'm supposed to be able to measure the field from quite a distance from it, is what I think.
From what his
yeah, like I'm supposed to be able to measure here, up to 6 feet away, according to the guy who makes them.
Well, that's probably for the, and we can go on his website, but that's more likely for the
big bolt.
Yeah, the one with the.
Oh, that's an LED array, huh?
Yeah, that's a grounding. And I can plug in that other ground.
But these LEDs for therapy, or?
Yeah, but we don't. We haven't used it. You can use that, but I'm not sure exactly how to use it, and we never have.
Yeah.
That's what I can do. I don't know if I'm gonna put this. A lot of people just put it on the back of the chair. Just don't want to hit the snaps. They're metal. Let's see here. Does the hose have?
Yeah, well, I mean, what this reminded me of is like this violet ray technology that I saw off introduction to Rife. Yeah.
How about line hatchlings?
So, do you know does it say what the frequencies are supposed to be? And I could.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Here's the frequencies right here.
640, 8,000. Okay.
Scroll down, there's even more. See, this is the one. That's the more powerful one. That's more radiant. This one's more.
God, that lady looks familiar. She's from Michigan, though, you know.
Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Put this back here.
Okay.
Turn it on. Alright, so we can hold this.
Can I get this over here a little bit?
Sure. It's on there.
Wow.
So.
It's running 639 hertz right now. It's definitely doing something.
Do you want me to hold the camera or anything? Right down here is telling us where it's at, 639.9, and then it does 3-minute intervals, and it basically surrounds 640, so 640 is the mean, so hit 639, 640, and then 641, and then moves on to the next frequency, which is 8,554. This is the standard spiral. Oh, he's gonna find it.
sure.
That'll be good.
I'm trying to, hoping that I can just filter out these spikes and harmonics.
You just don't want to touch it to the machine, the bulb.
Oh, okay. But this is normally something that you put on your skin?
Yeah.
Okay. What about some higher frequencies? Can you change it?
Well,
Or
I'm not sure which ones. The next one's going to be 8,500.
okay.
It's at 640, so in 3 minutes at a time, see, it's changing to the higher frequency now.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, it's like it's charging up or something.
No, that's just the frequency. It's
Oh, the frequency has different characteristics in the bulb.
right.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything at all? Differences?
It's like this thing stopped working.
What your thing or the rife?
I don't know.
The higher frequencies, the bulb tends to. Might be going through you.
Yeah.
You
Put
got
this on the chair. Seems to be.
that it?
That's whacked.
Thanks very
Yeah, you're
much.
welcome.
Can we come in?
Yeah, that's
Dr. Borsley, code 3054.
that's touching me though.
Right, that's. So you're on the ground, okay? So you should, if you hold that up against your skin, then you might get the effects of the.
I don't have to. I'm touching the probe here. Change the setting on this.
So we're seeing some results. Is it working?
Big Abby?
No.
It's
I-
turned on.
Oh, you're asking Jordy if.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the source it's showing like 5.6, but on me it's showing 8,000 hertz,
Yeah.
8,300, 400.
Do you want me to?
Which if it's supposed to be, and there's a lot of magnetism going on.
Just make sure to touch that.
A lot.
You don't want to get
Okay.
zapped.
Yeah, but that's what the probe's saying. 8.4. It should say 8.5, 8.6 at least, and that's to me again. Touch it to this. Bulb output. It's changed.
Now it's changed to a new frequency. So
Okay.
500.
So that's 588. What waveform is that?
2D 50. That's the
square.
frequency. This down here is the time of the program. This is how much time's left on the program.
Alright. Just don't. 841, 954, 747. Hit. Oh. it's getting it. 588.7.
Where did you see your
This
reading?
is. Oh, it's right here.
Okay.
I know it's just,
You feel it in your
Yeah.
wrist?
I just got strong first over there.
This is not even really supposed to be radiant. It's more of a contact bulb. Wish I had brought the radiant one, but so you see that little bit of a drop off in the bulb.
Yeah, I mean, like, one of the things is I'm getting readings on both channels, and only one channel is plugged in right now. So it's radiant in the way that it's sending off a lot.
In a good way or not?
How high can it go?
As far as what, I don't know. I really don't know the. This here, this is a way to turn it up or down. Right here, setting wise. This.
Okay.
This can. I don't know if that made any difference at all, but
Yeah, turn it all the way down for a second.
okay, it's all the way down.
No, we turn it all the way up. Not a bit of difference there. We do it again, please. Okay. Gosh, I gotta get my screwdriver on here. Will you hold it on that screen? Yeah, just get that screen. Okay. Is that all the way down?
Yep.
Okay, now turn it all the way up. No change. A lot of times it takes a certain amount of energy to have these gases fire, and this is just like, this is clearly neon.
Right.
Can you turn it off for a second?
The whole machine.
Yeah. Well, just this wand.
Stop the
guess.
program.
Yeah.
New program. What would you think of would be a really high running program? What kind of a, and there's all kind of different.
Oh, you mean with like high frequencies?
Yeah, which one can you think of?
The one I was trying to think, I did one the other day that had like really high ones, but
And it usually does take a certain amount of power to turn this,
I do
lamp
so
on.
many that.
Yeah.
Jordy, you know what would be? Are there line ones?
Well, I've got some libraries that are normally low frequencies, and I've got libraries that start at 30,000 and go to 100,000. So I choose either low or high, and the whole library is high.
Yeah, ours goes more by illnesses.
Can you program in a specific rate? It's like run 12,000 hertz or 20,000.
Well, I don't think anything above. I don't know. I really don't know. You could make programs, but I don't. We've never had anything that's been more than 10,000.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll even register anything more than that.
Okay. Yeah, but if we could run 10,000, then I could have a direct comparison between the P3 doing 10,000 at different waveforms, and then this truerife.
What was that one? We had 10,000 on. Check.
I don't remember, honey. I do so many.
Let's see here.
Why can't you just make like
A program with
Yeah.
high ones.
It's like, this isn't contact like the way that I think of the pads as being a
Right.
contact, and like direct frequency, but
what's the video camera for?
this one,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm shooting this one and the normal Canon just to see which one I like more. This might shoot the whole thing in infrared if it thinks it's not bright enough.
Uh-huh.
But it's my bow camera, and I don't know if it'll work on a gun or not. But it won't display to me like what it's shooting though. You point it, but
Jordy's got all kinds of gadgets like you, Oliver. Do you want your iPad? I mean, you can leave it on my lap if you don't want to play with
it looks like Terry Tibbs from Phone Jacker. That English show.
Alright, see, this is frequencies above 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
10,000.
If you guys want to go out in the lobby, you can.
Shit.
This is a nice dark room.
I know it's relaxing. Yeah. Jordy, what are you going to be able to tell us when we're done with this? If it's even working?
It seems to be kind of all over the place. But there's a lot of magnetism. Like, one of the things I was noticing is it's picking it up, and
Okay,
like
it's on.
the A and B. Okay. Doing 10,000 hertz.
Yep. You ready?
Yep.
It's going to be a 9,998, and it's going to go up. Let me get to 10,000.
Okay. Shrink this down.
It's definitely working. It's just not consistent. It's like,
Well, that's what he was saying with the double bulb. That bulb wasn't very consistent. Remember?
Who said?
Yeah, it'll hit 10,000 hertz for like a second, and then it just totally blanks out.
The rife person.
Oh, that mic guy?
Yeah. With the double bulb.
so is that what it's doing right now when it hits all those bars? And it's just kind of going back and forth. It's not a continuous.
Yeah, it's pulsing this 10,000 hertz.
Well, it definitely says there's a pulse rate. Right there, 4.60.
It makes it shut off.
It's not even lighting up.
What?
Oh.
It is barely on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's such a high frequency.
Right.
I get it.
But it's doing it real accurately, it's saying, when it's doing it.
I don't know exactly how it works, but it's got a pulse rate, it's got a fuzz rate, dwell rate. I don't know exactly what those mean, but I probably should. But
No, you know a lot about it.
Dwell is 180 seconds, so that's how long the frequency is set to run for.
okay, that's right, 3 minutes.
Fuzz, that's gotta be how long the frequency's turned on for. And I'm just guessing the pulse is the gating of it. 4 on, 6 off, or something, I'm not sure.
You don't want to touch
But-
the machine.
oh,
All
okay.
you do is that.
I'm fine. Is there any way that can be turned off so it's not capped like that, or
I'm not sure.
that fuzz rate?
You might be able to, but I don't know how. Not that I know.
We run 640 hertz. That's kind of an interesting one. That's supposed to be a big lime one. From a lot
Oh,
of
it
the,
is.
yeah. feel this thing.
Do you want to take out the 10,000 one altogether then?
Yeah.
I feel it, but it's not that bad.
You don't want to feel it?
I don't know, Jordy's saying we shouldn't feel it, apparently, right?
Well, there's a lot of electromagnetism if the probe that's not picked up or hooked in is still reading a lot. It's like reading the same thing as the other one. It's like it's plugged into input A, and then there's input B, which has nothing in it. But input B is picking up a lot of noise. So there's something going on here, but there's a lot of other stuff going on too.
So for somebody,
Enough to the fact to radiate into this input B position without me wanting it to go in there.
so what's that going to do to somebody?
Unknown. I don't know if that's gonna.
Because they say if a frequency hits you, that there's nothing there, it just goes right through you. Right?
Well, unless there's a lot of magnetism, and a lot of magnetism will reflect off of all the metals in your body, and anything that might conduct that electricity too. So if you have salt in your blood, and everyone does, like all the electrical conducting tissues in your body are going to pick up on that.
So the rife is basically creating magnetism?
Sounds like it.
This thing is. Yeah. Someone calls it a rife, like Royal Raymond Rife didn't build this machine, and which is like someone says they have Lyme disease. It may or may not mean that they have Borrelia plus co-infections.
Right.
And that's where everyone's disease is different. Like all these machines are different. I know where they got the idea for this one, and I'm just seeing how good of a job they did with it. Trying to. How they have this much magnetism coming off of this thing. I don't know. I'm spaced a little bit.
Ready?
Yep.
Should I do that?
What?
Here we go.
Yeah, as long as it's a harmonic of that, why is it shutting on and off though?
Miss Al, can you call 301
Or
please?
whenever
It's got this.
blinks.
You can hear the effect.
2.6, 2.5, 640 times. I'm gonna have to do a screen capture of this.
Can we don't do the camera?
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, it's turned on. If there's 6 peaks there, I'm just saying that there should be it should be 3,840. So that's that frequency times 6. Truerife 640. It's thing, if this was a line program or something, it's supposed to be multiplied enough times to where you can get, like 300,000 hertz out of it, or, so you have to double it a whole lot of times. I'm just not seeing it really do that. It would have to be doubled, and then doubled, and then doubled, and then if you count that enough, then it could be, 150,000 hertz to 300,000 hertz. That's the goal. If you have 80,000 hertz, you could double it twice and get there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was 640 for 3
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah, and I got a capture of the waveform and everything. That should be great.
Okay.
But what I was thinking it should read in the window is 3840. That's because that's that many peaks times 640. But it was saying like 3.5.
Didn't that guy say though, whenever that blinks, it goes off, it turns off?
So that's.
He might have. I didn't. You probably picked it up.
I think that's what he said.
So that's 0.3 kilohertz off. And how much is that off at 300,000 or something like that?
Right.
That's all Holman was saying about this stuff. He said if it's 0.1 hertz off, that's enough. If you're at 600 or something like that, you can't be that much off. And this is like engaging the target and then letting the target completely go. Like if it was hitting 640 exactly, so we're stimulating like a good Lyme frequency, and say Lyme starts to take that in, well then it's let go. So if it's a 3-minute cycle and it's just pulsing that rate like that, minute and a half or something.
It gets the number underneath it, so 639, 640, and then 641 is what it hits all those numbers.
That's just in there. It's supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, it sweeps.
It sweeps the pathogen basically around the frequencies around it just to get it.
Yeah.
You know, because they mutate.
Yeah. Well.
That's not what you're talking about.
If they're allowed to, I think they'll.
So that's kind of, I think, that's the way it's set up as far as we're told what it does. That way. You done, or you want to do anything else?
Is there anything else to do?
Not really.
Okay. Well, Holman says like you have a target that's very specific, and you want to hit that in the middle of the target if you can, if at all possible.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might sweep, but you're not really doing a sweep with the pulse technology stuff. You're doing a micro step, and with a micro step, you're going out, a little bit higher, a little bit lower rate, 3 hertz or 5 hertz or something, but you're staying precisely on that rate.
Mm-hmm. You need to get up.
Huh. You guys have the footpath or anything?
Yeah, we do. We have that.
Is that with you?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's a big setup. You got to have the water and everything.
Okay.
And you're welcome to come out.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I'll have to.
We can do the whole thing.
Yeah.
But as far as you're concerned, it does work. It's just maybe not as good as that, but
It's just a little inaccurate. You can tell that it's running.
Yeah, it puts something out.
Oh, it definitely does. Yeah.
Jordy, do you think it's hurting us?
Do you feel worse after doing it?
No. Well, sometimes, but it depends on what I do.
It hurts.
I'll feel it hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
But, we all do it. The kids do it too. So.
And they don't feel bad?
No. Well, no.
Well.
I just don't want to do anything that's going to damage anybody.
I didn't feel great after doing